Viewers, this is one of our out of the ordinary videos we're just doing for fun, and it's gonna be like once a month, if not longer. Just whenever we have a bit of space to do something. We're gonna purposely watch a really, really crappy movie and just kind of, make fun of it. Android Night Punch, which is technically supposed to be the first CineCRINGE video on this channel, is now gone because one of the people in that movie has requested us to do so.
It's not me, by the way. It's not me.
Yeah, it's not Simone. It's not Simone. But I won't go any further just because out of respect.
Yeah, of course. Yep.
Plan 9 from outer space.
Sure. I have no idea. You picked this one, and I'm just like, I don't know what this is going to be.
The movie's also rated X.
What does that mean?
Probably rated X back then. Just because it's like...
Okay, here that brings up an interesting question. Do ratings ever change?
It does. Okay, so on IMDb, the certification, it says United Kingdom's 1960 rated X, United Kingdom's 2009 rated PG.
I was just going to say PG.
So,
Oh, we've come so far.
I know, right?
We're so desensitized.
The pearl clutching is definitely tighter back then. and here's the description of the rating. Nudity, none. Very brief kissing between a loved couple.
No.
Vampira is in her usual revealing dress. There are odd scenes where people are killed, but this is usually off screen.
Rated X.
Mild swear words like hell.
Okay.
Chriswell predicts
future events such as these will affect you in the future. The full story of what happened on that fateful day.
He's clearly just reading.
Yeah.
My friend, we cannot keep this a secret any longer. Can your heart stand the shocking
going on for way longer than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Tor Johnson.
What did he say? That beautiful
Vampira.
dialogue? The future is the future you live in or something?
You know that what things that happen in the future is going to be the future that you have in your future. Wardrobe Dick Cheney.
Oh, shit. So I guess he was in control.
When death, the proud brother, comes suddenly without warning on the beloved wife of an elderly man. Sundown of...
Why is this framed so terribly?
Art,
Like,
George.
There's so much headroom.
It was when the gravediggers started their task that strange things began to take place.
Burbank Tower, this is American Flight 812. Over.
Look at those controls.
I don't think there's enough equipment there. He's just sitting. He's not even like...
American Flight 812 requesting...
Oh,
It's just a back foot
what?
Holy mackerel.
Burbank Tower to American Flight 812.
Well,
Oh,
that's nothing from this world.
I love the little spaceship on a string.
Keep it quiet until we get instructions.
Right.
Okay, Danny.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Like, they couldn't even just make the miniatures a little bit bigger so the wire's less visible.
Oh.
Because you can just pull the camera further back, right, if the thing's bigger.
Whatever it is gone now. That's the best thing for us, too. Gone. Yeah, let's go.
Is that Vampira?
Two deaths off screen. That's 3 total now.
A sweet memory of her joyous living was now only a covering for her dead body.
It's also just always a bad sign when, like, the movie has to tell you what a character feels as opposed to just show you.
Oh yeah, classic.
Confused by his great loss, the old man left that home.
I wonder if the actor knew that there was going to be this narration.
I think he just died off screen.
At the funeral of the old man,
What kind of church is that?
Why was his wife buried in the ground and he sealed in a crypt?
There you go.
Family tradition, a superstition of some sort.
Oh.
Oh my god, the most awkward exposition of all time. can't see that kind of stuff. What would the children think? I'm never going to the theater again.
I don't know. Do we have any audience that watch this in theaters?
That would be amazing. Oh my God, if you have, please let us know. Holy shit.
Finding a mess like this ought to make anyone frightened.
The guy's arm, like, over top of his head. Like,
Once you get beyond the range of those lights, you won't be able to see your hand in front of your face.
It's clearly just a wall behind him. Because it's casting shadows.
is it really?
The trees are casting shadows.
Oh my God.
Fucking wall.
What does this have to do with aliens?
Well, they resurrect the dead, right? That's what the poster said.
Oh, the aliens do it. Okay, gotcha.
Right? So I'm guessing the woman who moves 1 inch an hour was resurrected by the flying saucer?
To get that funny odor, how could I miss it?
Is it bodies?
Sorry, I farted.
Can you talk
I
fast?
saw a flying saucer.
Saucer? You mean the kind from up there?
No,
It's
the
flying.
kind that's under your teacup.
When it passed over, the whole compartment lighted up with a blinding glare. Big army brass grabbed us and made us swear to secrecy about the whole thing.
Now he's just telling his wife.
Flying object they couldn't have possibly been from this planet. But I can't say a word. I'm muzzled by army brass.
Just shouting it to his wife in the neighborhood.
Oh, I thought she got shot for a second.
Is that supposed to be like the gust of wind that it causes when it flies
Oh my
by?
God, I don't know.
But none of the trees move?
In Star Trek, when they're on the bridge and they, like, you know, get hit by something, there's nothing special. It's just all the actors jolt.
Yeah.
And it's so good. Uh-oh.
Ah, Dracula.
Ah, I see. I feel like this movie is a bit confused because they don't understand the difference between zombies and vampires. They're doing a mashup.
Has zombies even become like a movie concept
Oh,
yet?
that's interesting. Holy!
Whoa, look at that waist.
Is she okay?
That's some serious course. Just shoots him in the foot.
Sounds like crazy trouble.
Wait, what? He has so much time to move away. You want to poke him with a stick?
Well, yes, I do.
Murdered. And somebody's responsible.
That's where this is from. It's implied in the word. It's
It is always difficult to have last words over the grave of a friend. Now we lay him to rest.
There's more
Yeah.
than one. Ah, there's 3.
Did she die with that makeup on, or does being resurrected turn you look like that?
Over Hollywood Boulevard.
They're just teeny tiny right beside them. I can't. From the moment we saw the little saucer, I have not pictured it any bigger than this.
Yeah.
Like,
A woman, startled by the sight in the sky, telephones the police.
Why do you need to tell us that in narration? Just have her say, "Hello, police."
Saucer seen over Hollywood. The army convoy moved into the field.
I think we've had this conversation before, George, but would you believe me if I told you I saw an alien?
I believe that you believe you saw it.
Was to make the greatest decision of his career.
Actually, look at the wall. I'm pretty sure that's just like a
Yeah.
blue screen or a green screen.
I don't think they even had those yet. It's black and white.
Oh, a cloth is what it's a backdrop. Oh my God.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely just like army footage. Or like,
Right?
you
That's
know,
what I thought too when they were loading
yeah,
the things.
Like World War II reels or something. Or Korean War reels.
Well, there's some perspective, right? Like they're shooting like huge things, and there's just, and when we see them, it's just little pings.
pop-pops, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they must have a reason for their visits.
Visits? Well, that would indicate visitors.
Then they attacked a town.
Oh.
A small town, I'll admit, but nevertheless a town of people.
A small town, I'll admit, so normally it wouldn't matter.
I wonder what their next move will be.
Send him
Oh
in.
my God.
Oh, these are the aliens?
Oh my God.
We contacted government officials. They refuse our existence. Plan 9. It's been absolutely impossible to work through these Earth creatures.
Movie title.
Long-distance electrode shot into the pineal and pituitary glands of recent dead. Those who we take from the grave will lead the way for our other operations.
Yes, Excellency.
What's her deal?
Well, she's there to do
Hi,
that.
Candy.
What do you think will be the next obstacle the Earth people will put in our way?
They are the dead, brought to a simulated life by our electrode.
Why are they explaining this to each other?
Well, our ship should be regenerated. We better get started.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God. Hey, don't forget to check out our Patreon for these exclusives, and our merch link is in the description box below. And now back to the movie.
Most men try and keep their wives from going home to mama.
That's not the point.
Be careful.
That was a weird kiss.
That was a really weird kiss. Maybe that's why people were upset and rated it X. Like, oh God, that's disgusting.
She kissed the inside of his lip.
Yeah, like usually I feel like older movies, they don't even open their mouths. They just press their faces together.
Yeah, see? That was weird.
He's fired. He opens his mouth too much. I'm upset.
I'll be in bed before half an hour is gone, with your pillow beside me. Sometimes in the night when it does get a little lonely.
I gotta grind on something.
Jesus George.
Oh no! Oh, there we go. Okay. See, that's like the old movie kiss.
Yeah, I feel like he still opened his mouth too much.
Maybe he's never kissed anybody until this moment. Or he only knows how to French somebody, and then she's like, I don't want to do that, so.
If you're especially nice, I may even lock the side door.
This is so awkward.
Well, here we go again. This crappy ass not plane where he's just sitting there.
There's nothing wrong between you two.
Oh, no, nothing like that. Those incidents in the graveyard these past few days just got me worried.
Hi, Edie.
Hi, Silence.
Oh, these dialogue. It's so long and so pointless.
And me balling it up in Albuquerque.
Albuquerque, have you read that flight schedule, boy?
How about that Albuquerque ball?
I can't resist your charm, Danny boy.
I feel like they had a scene where they shot the scene where it was just relaying the information and it was too short. So they did another take that's like zoomed in because they couldn't do another camera angle. And just padded it.
Yes.
That thing when he came out of the crypt where he's like using his elbow to block his face, you know, like he's sneezing into his elbow. I thought that was strictly like an old vampire Dracula thing. Or maybe it's from this movie. I don't know.
No, I mean, what's the first vampire movie? It had to be before this.
Nosferatu?
When was that?
The 20s, 30s? I don't know.
Oh shit.
I'm all right.
Yeah, because that's like that they had to be copying that from something.
He's more like a monster-looking creature, not a...
But does he have a cape? Does he do this?
Or maybe I've seen references of this gesture. Maybe it is just making fun of this movie. Like, maybe it is just this movie.
I don't think that this movie could have been the conception of that gesture with the vampire cloak thingy. That would be a great Halloween costume. Like the crazy eyebrows and the weird, like, down lipstick. He's having a hard time. He's having a real hard time. If I saw this in theaters in 1959, you bet I would call the studio and was like, "Your movie is too frightening. Look at his face."
The grave that they were showing, like the dirt falling in the tomb falling over, was so tiny because you can see the size of the grain of the dirt. Like,
Mrs. French, what's wrong?
they move so slow. How is anyone in danger?
Well, that's the thing. They aren't. I can't help but like think that when they're shooting this, they must think they're so cool.
They'll be at the hatch in a moment.
I've got this crazy makeup, this crazy dress, and I'm like, ah, like it's gonna be so awesome. And then they see the final product, and they're like, oh.
Turn off the electrodes quickly. They can't tell us from anyone else.
So they're just parked.
They just landed.
It's tough to find something when you don't know what you're looking for.
Oh, don't ask me any questions. I'm just a hard hand just like you.
The only spirits he saw tonight were those I smelled on his breath.
Well, don't forget, Miss Trent.
Stop pointing the gun at each other. God damn it.
But don't forget that torn nightgown and the scratched feet. Meantime, let's get going.
Lieutenant, did you hear that?
How could we help it?
Sir, you can't point the gun at him, but it's in my hand. It's good for pointing.
Well, haven't you heard? Been many times the saucer hasn't had a glow. Or a light of any kind, for that matter.
Ah, good. I wasn't sure about that.
Busted into.
What? Where?
What? Where?
If someone had broken in, the dirt should be piled up here somewhere. Do we have the right to look down there, Lieutenant?
Technically, no. Well, let's go down and find out whose grave it is.
How?
By going down and finding out.
This is the stupidest movie I've ever seen.
Inspector Clay's grave. But he ain't in it.
You believe there are such things as flying saucers, Colonel? You stand by your statement that you've seen flying saucers?
How could I hope to hold down my command if I didn't believe in what I saw and shot at? Then they really are there.
You just said you saw them.
Well, since they first tried contact with us by radio, we've developed a language computer. Breaks down any language to our own.
General,
Does he just not know the word translator?
No. But I am going to refer to any translator as a language computer from now on.
This is Eros, a space soldier from a planet of your galaxy. So you can now understand that which I speak. Since the beginning of your...
Oh, this is so shit.
You didn't actually think you were the only inhabited planet in the universe. How can any race be so stupid? If you persist in denying us our landings, then we must only accept that you do not want us.
Fuck, this is there's so much exposition that I
God.
don't care about and is not important.
It's also like, can you imagine being those two actors sitting in that room, just having to listen to this for however long it's been going on?
You are on the verge of destroying the entire universe.
Oh.
We are a part of that universe.
We are part of that universe.
how many of these recordings do you have, General?
An even dozen up to now. This was the last one. You ever been to Hollywood?
Oh, a couple of times.
It's going to make a joke of like, look at this world map.
Turn them over to intelligence when you get to Los Angeles. They'll have further orders for disposition.
Our ships have been viewed near the point of operations.
And what has his added time gained,
Wait,
Eros?
Look at his...
Yeah.
The symbol on his... What?
He's a knight of something.
Bring in the big one.
He's close enough. Turn off your electrode gun. No!
It's jammed.
Hey, get it, it's jammed.
That was too close.
Yes.
If only we've developed the means of moving to the right.
Whatever made it jam seems to have been cleared by the fall.
Take him back to the ship.
They had a whole meeting about logic. It's like, but her gun was jammed. How are we going to fix it? Oh, I know.
Then cut the electrokinetic and turn on your ship's decomposure ray.
Yes, Excellency. It'll be done.
Since they will not listen or respect our existence,
Respect my authority.
their own dead will be used to make them accept our existence and believe in that fact.
I got so bored with this exposition, I zoned out for a second.
Oh, man. This movie is 1,000,000 hours long.
It's so long. Like, I feel like I've been sitting here for 2-3 hours now.
I'm sure at one point, movies like this were actually really exciting.
I don't think so. I feel like this is probably bad even for its time.
I don't know, man. I bet there's some parts of it that, like, actually got people, like, nervous and, like, you know...
Edwards from Washington, D.C.
I just think we're way too desensitized. Well, again, if there's anyone watching this who actually saw this movie back in the day...
1954
like
was Godzilla. 5 years before this.
I've never seen Godzilla.
Like, it's good enough that it kept being remade, so...
It's kind of hard to explain. It wasn't hot, wasn't cold, just a...
The perfect temperature.
When the glare left us, we could see a glowing ball disappearing off in the distance.
We found a lot of suspicious things out in that cemetery. Didn't find anything to base a fact or suspicion on. You see anything out there, Kelton?
Too dark, Lieutenant.
You know what's really funny?
Something started stinking awful
The
bad.
sense of distance between characters at every single scene is so inconsistent.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so weird.
But it looks like he's all the way in a different part of the town or whatever.
Yeah.
But he's within shouting distance.
Oh my god. It makes me so sad. I feel like I would make such a shitty movie if I was in charge of everything. Of like
the people sitting on the porch that looking at this. I
Yeah.
mean, he's within shouting distance. They're just watching this
they're
happen.
just watching Dracula. Oh yeah, they're right here.
Oh, there he is. What like
Oh, my eyes! Rated X. Why is it silent?
What about your man?
Oh, the excitement I forgot all about, Kelton.
It didn't fall. I fired every bullet I had.
So did I. Now, the lieutenant knows best.
Well, I don't like it, but I guess there isn't much I can do about it.
Is that the one you told me was broken into?
Yes, Colonel. I'm a policeman. I've got to deal in facts.
These are the same men who have been so close so often.
this poor actor just have to keep doing that face.
Yeah, I'm curious like how difficult that is.
He's definitely not doing it as intense as he first did. So I think
Really?
this is like day 5. He's getting tired or whatever.
You think there was a 5th day in shooting?
We'll investigate, but move carefully.
Oh my God,
I'm so
can you
jealous
please
of her
end?
sleeping in the back.
I know, please just end.
Oh
this
no, watch out. There's
misery.
something behind you. And she just passes out of shock.
I wonder how you get into this thing.
I'm not sure I want to find out.
You can open the outer hatch now.
Eros, do we have to kill them?
Yes. With their meddling, permit them to destroy the entire universe. You do not need guns.
Maybe we think we do. Been mighty useful before on flesh and blood. And you two look like you've got a lot of both.
That sounded almost like a crude pickup line.
Right?
I'll show you just how effective they can be.
I dare you to try it.
I was only going to turn on the televisor so you could see her movements.
Do we need that kind of way?
Well, I needed to see the televisor, George.
I, a fiend? Because all you of Earth are idiots. Then the bomb. Then a larger bomb. The only explosion left is the solar benite.
Solar benite?
Oh
Your scientists will stumble upon it as they have all the others.
Well, that makes sense, though, destroying the universe. Well, not the universe, but...
The universe?
No, not the universe, but like...
The solar benite is a way to explode the actual particles of sunlight. A ray of sunlight is made up of many atoms. Your stupid minds! Stupid! Stupid! It's because of men like you that all must be destroyed. You also think it impossible that we too might think of God? When you have the solar benite, you have nothing.
You speak of solar night, but just what is it?
He just explained it to you for like 10 minutes.
This can of gasoline is the sun. You spread a thin line of it to a ball. Represents the sunlight, the sun particles.
This hurts me so much.
It's pretty bad.
It will explode this source
Can you imagine having to say
and
these
spread
words?
to every place that gasoline, our sunlight, touches.
This is definitely after knowing light. Like, people have discovered light is a wavelength.
And to all the planets that sunlight touches. To every planet in the universe.
Oh!
You want it.
He's mad.
When was the first time a movie was like, let's call an expert in this subject and get an outside opinion?
Add that one country must destroy another to save
Just
themselves?
sprung at her ass just now.
In my land, women are for advancing the race. Our entire aim is for the development of our planet.
Oh my God. That was so long, that scene.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like there's a what the fuck is this shot?
Mrs. Trenner's gone. I was left here to guard her.
So it seems you think you have the upper hand.
Oh my god, show it again when he sees it.
Get your gun ready.
From all I've seen tonight, guns won't do any good.
Even when Clay was alive, he couldn't run fast enough to catch me.
Even when he was alive, he couldn't catch it. He's gonna drop her.
Oh, I'll be all right.
She did not say that.
Take care of the others.
The only part of her face was showing was her mouth.
What is happening?
What was the alien's plan to kill them? Just because he had a hostage?
I don't know.
How was he gonna kill them in here, though?
Get out of here, Jeff. The ship's on fire.
The ship is on fire. Oh my god.
But sooner or later, there'll be others. Look!
There was 2 other ships.
With the ship and the ray gun gone, they have no control. They're far ahead of us.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Can you prove that it didn't happen? Someone will pass you in the dark, for they will be from outer space. We once laughed at the horseless carriage, and now some of us laugh at outer space.
Who laughs at outer space?
I do. Filmed in Hollywood, USA. That was shit. That was bad. That was real bad. I'm a little disappointed. I mean, of course I'm disappointed. It's a CineCRINGE, but when you were like at the beginning with like, look over there, like I wanted it to be even more like that. Like
more campy like that. Yeah.
Totally. It would have
Yeah.
been so much better if, because everything that they said was just like, so I don't even know, man.
It was so just like, Okay, so he's made a bunch of cult classics like this, and they all have great names.
Okay.
Notably Glenn or Glenda, Jailbait, Bride of the Monster, Planet from Outer Space, Night of the Ghouls, and he moved towards sexploitation and porn, such as The Sinister Urge, Orgy of the Dead, and Necromania.
Oh no!
Notable for their campy aesthetics, technical errors, and unsophisticated special effects, use of poorly matched stock footage, eccentric cast, and idiosyncratic stories, and non-secular dialogue.
Oh, that is perfect. That is...
Yeah, until he was awarded the Golden Turkey Award after he died as worst director of all time.
Let's try to find... What was your favorite part? What was something that you could tolerate about this movie? It can be, the answer can be nothing. That is an option.
I think the fact that I'm watching it with you and we're laughing at it is what's tolerable.
Aw, that's nice.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's something that I like. You should if you guys are gonna watch it, like, just have a drink, you know, and like laugh at it with your friends. If you watch it by yourself, I feel like it would be more fun to lay face down on the carpet for an hour.
Oh,
like okay, so. This is shit. I'm pissed. So let's just wrap it here.
Before we do, let's rate it. Out of 5 dog poops, this is a whopping 23 dog poops.
Oh,
74?
This is
103.
I don't know. I felt like I sat here for an hour and 20 minutes slurping diarrhea. That's what that felt like. All right.
Bye. Goodbye.